Experience agility like never before. A powerful electric force. A delicate...
In the event of something happening to me, there is something I would like you all to see. It's just a photograph of someone that I knew.
Have you seen my wife, Mr. Jones?
Do you know what I'm...
It's like on the outside. Don't go talking to
Morning, Matthew.
cause a landslide, Mr. Jones. I keep straining my ears to hear a sound. Maybe someone is singing underground. Or have they given up and all gone home to bed? Thinking those who once existed must be dead.
Have you seen my wife, Mr. Jones?
Do you know what it's like on the outside? Don't go talking to what you cause a landslide, Mr. Jones.
Morning.
In the event
Something happening to me. There is something I would like you all to see.
it's just a photograph of someone that I knew. Have you seen my wife, Mr. Jones? Do you know what it's like on the outside? Don't go talking too loud, you cause a landslide, Mr. Jones.
Morning, Andrew. And John, I've still not watched it. I will have a look at it. I need to read it out. Andrew, John Dillon, Matthew Wright, hoo-ha. On the dance floor like that, watch me. Straight out to United. It's Hey Richard. It's Cardiff, you know. No shit. Fire! Anyway, it's fucking cold, mate. United won 3-2 yesterday. The last 3 weeks I've said United had scored 3 goals and they did. I lost me bet. Salam alaikum, Simbad. Yeah. I love the English weather. Brutal. Bro, I can't understand that horrid. I can't read it. Go on, you Belgians. Shout out to England, shout out to Ireland, shout out to Scotland, shout out to and shout out to every football fan in the community. What do you think of the game yesterday? Archers! Fire! Loot! Great game of football. But I tell you what, I'm over the moon with the way the team are playing. You know, Carragher's got a right 3 times. You know, look, let's have a right, yeah. You're a manager, you're a new manager, yeah. And if you look at the way Manchester United's been playing over the last so many seasons, right? It's been really long. You know, it's been a long... Last year was long. Man United finished in 16th place last summer. It was horrible. And now we're in 4th place. Michael Carrick was thrown into the gauntlet on Derby Day. And he managed to get a result. He didn't just get a result there. We were away at City and we were away at Arsenal and we come back with fucking 6 points out of 2 games. you know. And yesterday, when it was 2-2, I said 3-1. Yeah, and we got the points, we held on, and, you know, we're 4th place now because of it, so I'm over the moon. Like, if Man United can play that formation every week, play it. You know, it's working. If you have a system in place and it's not working, you know, you have to change it, whether you like it or not. Some people try implement their own politics into football on their own way. Like, it might work in Portugal and it might even work in Italy. You know, it won't work in Spain and it won't work in the Premier League, put it that way. You need 4 defenders at the back. Your best line of attack starts from the back. You know, anytime Luke Shaw is fit, Harry Maguire's fit, I'd have banging them in the team. Amarin left them on the bench. As far as I'm concerned, Luke Shaw is still in the top 3 left backs in the Premier League. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. I know me football. So Michael Carrick knows these players, and he also knows we are supposed to play counter-attacking football. Man United have become a laughing stock over the last 4 years. Well, I'll tell you one thing here. I'm laughing now because I'll tell you one thing. You see the way we're playing now? We just need a bit of confidence. And Carrick did that. So that's 3 out of 3. You know, I'm over the moon. Like, fair play to Fulham. Like, yeah, man, what a world he scored. Fucking beautiful goal. That goal deserved a point, but I know what United are like, and I know you play to the whistle. Fergie time. You know, 9 minutes they added on. I was like, fuck's sake, man. 9 minutes, come on, we have to score a goal, man. And we did. We scored a couple. I'm over the moon, me, personally, you know. Anyway, good morning. It's Monday. We're here. We got our result yesterday. Shout out to you. Good morning.
How many special people change? How many lives are living strange? Where were you while we were getting high? Slowly walking down the hall, faster than a cannonball. Where were you
Guys, give me a
while
second.
we were getting high? Caught beneath the landslide, in a champagne supernova in the sky. Someday you will find me caught beneath the landslide,
In a champagne supernova. A champagne supernova in the sky.
Wake up the dawn and ask why.
You okay?
She never dies. Wipe that tear away now from your eye. Slowly walking down the hall, faster than a cannonball. Where were innocent can never last.
Wake me up when September ends.
Like my father's come to pass, 7 years has gone so fast. Wake me up when September ends.
Here comes the rain again, falling from the stars. Drenched in my memory, becoming who we are.
As my memory rests, but never forgets what I lost. Wake me up when September ends.
You didn't. Tell me you didn't. Tell me you didn't do it. Tell me you didn't do it, please. Please tell me you didn't do it. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Wake me up when September ends. Ring out the bells again, like we did when spring began. Wake me up when September ends. Here comes the again, falling from the stars. Drenched in night rain again, becoming who we are. As my memory rests, but never forgets what I lost. Wake me up when September ends.
Do you want to see me ass?
It is official. Our reports confirm
Do you want to see my
that
ass?
creatures are finally here and have started appearing around the world.
Do you want to see my ass?
Have you seen our ass? Sorry? Our ass. You seen it? No, I haven't. You seen our ass?
Seen her ass.
Have you seen our house?
Seen her ass.
You seen our house? You seen our house? You seen our house? Seen our house? Yeah, it's over there, mate. Over there. Stand there. Thank you.
For where's the Sunday best? Morning, hun.
She needs a rest. Laying out downstairs. Sister's staying in her sleep. Brother's got a date to keep. He can't hang around. Our house
Who's house?
in the middle of our street. Our house in the middle of our house. It has a crowd. There's always something happening, and it's usually quite loud.
I'm on to so house proud.
Nothing ever slows her down, and a mess is not allowed. Our house in the middle of our street. Our house in the middle of our house in the middle of our street. Our house. She said you've got to in the middle of our. Father gets up late for work. Mother has to iron his shirt.
Thanks, thank you, mate.
Sees him off with a small kiss.
I don't play this song from Matthew. Bro, my phone's about to die. This one. We might get a song out of it, or it might just completely die. It's on 3%.
Oh,
10 seconds. There she goes. It's gone and died on me. So, I'd like to talk forgiveness, football and families, the 3 Fs, the proper 3 Fs. On YouTube we have a little community. We're in a community. And believe me, in order to get your first 1,000 subscribers, it's hard. You know, and basically it's impossible unless you're calling people out, calling people names. You see, I always try to be the bigger man, even if I'm wrong, and even if I'm not wrong, even if I'm right. I always take the higher ground. It's called nobility and humility. I learned it over years. You know, I've been around the block. You know, I've seen things with my eyes, you know. And I have nightmares too. Men don't scare me. And on here, on the YouTube community, over the last 8 years, it all started on the cesspit. 2 people had an argument one night who were watching the cesspit, and then it all started over that, and then I jumped off the channel and my own channel was stolen and I started this one up. It's taken me 3 years nearly. On the 5th of February, this channel, it's here. What date is it? What date is it? Here. Old enough. Too old. Have a guess what? I've just realised something. In 4 days, it's this channel's birthday. We're 3 years old on Thursday. 3 years old on Thursday, the channel. And we've hit nearly 3 million people. Fact. Some people don't like that. Well, fuck them. Hey. I never needed anybody to grow my channel, and I never grew my channel off the back of anyone else. Nah, bro, listen, it's always been about fucking principles. Look, even if you fucking hate me, all I've ever wanted to do was bring a few new people together. You know, put a few people's names in me descriptions so people that sub to that channel, and little did I know, I had a little part in helping a few channels, because the narrative on YouTube seems to be 2 things, yeah? You need to be a tough guy, and you need to be a tough guy. Like, what the fuck? You know, if that's all you have in your arsenal is anger or aggression, you know, and it all stems from something, you know, too many fucking sausages on YouTube that need validation. Yeah, I've nothing against certain people on here, but, and I like Danny Christie, right? I don't know Paul Venus, but Paul seems to need validation. Good morning, Pablo. Like, he seems to look for validation, like all these tough guys on YouTube. They all need other men to tell them they're tough. You're very insecure if you need that. How are you, Pablo? Unlucky yesterday, bro. I didn't give you a chance against City in anyway. You know, I didn't give us a chance against City, for fuck's sake. Pablo, what do you think of United, the way they fucking played yesterday again? Like, that's 3 in a row now. I'm over the moon. You know. How's the weather, Pablo? Has it settled? I was watching a few videos, Pablo, and the amount of water that was on the streets. Hello, Mr. Else. Good morning. What do you think of the result yesterday, Pablo? Both of them. Whatever's in my face. Listen, there is no need for aggression. We're here, we're just messing. Here. No, here. We're not going to have any of that. Shout out to all the giant midgets on YouTube. No names. You're making a fucking idiot out of yourself. How about that? There's a clue for you. You know, if I had to say a few things about a certain few people, but Jeff here, justice for the 97, and may they all have a bed in heaven. Yeah, I love the Scousers. Just not on Derby Day. I fucking hate yous, but... Oh, right, sorry. I forget the name of it. One is called Gelati. And I don't know what the other one's called. It's a mad name. So wait till I tell you this, yeah? So me lad, he went to Amsterdam for a week on his own, right? Because he's been over there about 20 times. He knows it like the back of his hand. All the good coffee shops, all the bad ones. He said that. I was walking down the red light district the other night, and I passed a few coffee shops and a few knocking shops. He says, I wasn't here for the knocking, you know. He said, I was here for the scoffing. He said, so I went and had a few edibles. He said, this talk crossed me mind, and I said, fuck that. I'm going over to that restaurant and going to have a nice meal. Pablo, he had this cake. It's red. Something cake. I forget what it's called, right? It's about that. Pablo, just imagine you cut that Bible in half, yeah? And it's about that size, look. For a tenner. You get a cup of tea free with your cake. And it's a tenner for the cake. That's it. Matthew, you're a fucking legend. Red velvet cake. So, he showed me a few videos, right? Now, he met up with a couple of lads over there that he knows that stay over there. And one of them, I don't know nothing about mushrooms. I've never taken them, right? So this geezer, right? 35 grams of mushrooms. A full box. I've never been to Amsterdam, so I don't know anything about it, right? Me lad has been loads of times. Pablo, it's red velvet cake, yeah, and it looks fucking yummy. Bro, here, just lock me in. You know, here. Fuck the dinner. We're eating it. So, it's, well, you hear this, Pablo, right? The dearest weed that they had in all the shops. Have a guess how much it was for the dearest weed. A gram. How much? Say something. Go on. Right. So some of them start at £8-9 a gram. What was the dearest Cali there? I don't know nothing about weeds, Australia. No, that's way too dear. No. Yous are way too high. I couldn't believe it. £14 a gram of the best Cali that he had. Do you understand? £14. £14 for that cake, red velvet cake, what you said. You get it in a little gold box, yeah? And there was a video of this woman who doesn't smoke, and she ate a whole one to herself. And she was fucking wasted, man. It was so funny. But this guy, right, I don't know nothing about mushrooms, okay? I've never taken them. So check it out, right? I've never taken much. Pablo, have you ever... that's a stupid question, because I know that cunt has. Pablo, have you ever taken magic mushrooms? Okay. Well, bro, I've never been over there, so the coffee shops he went in, the dearest Cali is like £14 a gram. It's 40... Right, so Pablo, check this, right? 35 grams of mushrooms is £40, right? €40, right? Ralphs, I know nothing about mushrooms. Do you understand? The only mushrooms I know of is the ones they sell in the supermarkets. I've never taken them in my life, ever. I've taken LSD when I was younger, but I never took mushrooms. So me son said to me, he said, one of the lads I know, Dad, he said he got a box of mushrooms, 35 grams of mushrooms, and he scoffed them all. He said, and he had a bad trip. He said, and he kept saying to me, Dylan, you need to bring me to hospital, I'm dying. There's aliens and they're coming for me and all this shit. Fuck that. You understand? Like, I've never taken mushrooms, so I don't know nothing about it, but a whole fucking box of them. You know, but he was showing me pictures of that cake and all the edibles and... So Pablo, he knows his way around now. He knows where all the good ones are and all the bad ones are. You know, I've never been, so... But, I'd only go for the weed. I've not been yet, so me and me lad's going in June, I think. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see what happens. You know what I mean? No, they said it's alright over there. But you need money. You know. I've never been to Thailand and I haven't been many places in all fairness. Pablo, I'll be honest with you, if you give me 10 boxes of mushrooms for free, I wouldn't eat them. I don't know nothing about them, so I don't know. You know, I don't know what the effect of them is, and I don't like that feeling. Fuck that. No way. You know what I mean? I've taken enough fucking drugs in my life. I'm good. I'm all drugged up. Yeah. All drugged up. I've no interest in drugs anymore. I smoke weed. That's it. It's like... But imagine eating a box of mushrooms, right? And your mate is having a bad trip. Pablo, I don't know nothing about it. My lad said something about a bad trip he had on mushrooms. He thought he was dying, so he wanted them to bring him to hospital, you know what I mean? He called an ambulance and all, man. The emergency services come and they said, look, we deal with this all the time, you'll be okay, but it might take a few hours. You know, yeah, it's like, it's, you know, interesting conversations when you go over there, you know. But anyway, back to football. Yesterday, I was fucking over the moon. You know, like, we never give up when we play the whistle. He's been there fucking about 20 times, Pablo. So he knows it like the back of his hand. Even my daughter's been. I've not been. You know. But I have a United tour. My daughter got me for a present at Christmas. So I need to do that. I'm doing it with Dylan. You know. It was fucking brilliant, bro. I had me two daughters in the same place at the same time. You know, I was over the moon. So I'm watching me daughter baking cakes. I said, you're too young to be baking cakes. You're only 11. She said, I'm 12. I said, sorry, my bad. You know, it's like she's a proper City fan. You know, I was like, shut up. I'm not talking to you about football, but, you know, she's getting tall, Pablo. You know, she's getting so fucking tall, man. You know, but it's like I said, I'm not gonna win Father of the Year there. But I am working on it, Pablo. Believe me, I'm trying, bro. You know, before I forget. That's what I'm scared of, Pablo. Men don't scare me. Alzheimer's does. I know what's coming, Pablo, for me. If I'm still here in 10 years, I know what I'm going to be like. You know, it's already started. We're in the early stages, bro. I've recognised a lot of signs. I spoke to the doctor. Like I said, I'm not going into it. It's like... But that's my future. You know, Pablo, out of everybody on here, you're my mate. You're one of my pals, right? You're my best pal on the whole of fucking YouTube, right? Surely you've noticed that I'm forgetting and repeating myself sometimes. I don't mean to do it. I ended up in hospital for 3 weeks. The last, oh my god, fuck that, triple dipped. No way, mate, fuck that. Oh, fuck's sake. Well, Pablo, looks like we're both fucked then. Me and Pablo are on the boat to fuck city. You know, we're both fucked. Yeah, I'm Will Catagum Dulamock Marche da Hully. Thank you. Joe McDonald is on him dumb. Good Mila Mahagut in you come. Chucky Erla, Erlinga Bra, Oglan Erlin. Shout out to me that. I'm gonna end this live. I don't know what to do, whether to have a sausage and bacon for me breakfast. Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. I said to me missus, I just want to do a few things before I forget. You know, but like I said, I had a great weekend, you know what I mean? I watched my daughter bake cakes and shit, you know what I mean? Like, I can't even bake. You know, I can't. You know, and I was a chef for 7 years. I can't bake. You know, it wasn't. I didn't work in a bakery. I worked in a fucking prep kitchen. If I followed the instructions, no way, bro. That is insane. Like, this is what I'm saying about LSD or mushrooms. I'd be afraid I'd be like that for a few days. Me bollocks, man, no way. I don't like the feeling of it. No way. I've done LSD, microdots. I've just not done magic mushrooms, and I don't want to do them. No, thank you. Me fucking brain's fucked as it is. You know, I couldn't risk it. I'm afraid to risk it. You know, I said it to a few people that asked me to go. Listen, I'm not doing that. No way. I'll have some of that red velvet cake, and I'll have a few grams of your finest shit. You know. But guys, listen, I'm gonna end me live. That's 45 minutes. No, I was meant to do an hour, but I can't be asked. Shout out to Pablo. Shout out to Mr. Else. Shout out to Unknown. 1 second, hang on. Shout out to Matthew Wright. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Mr. Jeff. I hope you all enjoy us on Monday. I'm over the moon, Man United won yesterday. I really fucking am. You know, because we've been the butt of people's jokes for ages. And as a fan, you have to just take it on the chin. You know, but my team are starting to play better football than they played for years. You know, I know how football's supposed to be played, and Man United are playing football at the moment. You know, like I said, I love football, UFC and boxing. They're my favourite 3 sports, you know what I mean? And I'm dedicated and I'm passionate about football, boxing and UFC because I love it. It's sport. That's the beauty of sport, the highs and the lows. You know, you win together and you lose together. You know, you're a team. Even if you score a hat-trick on your own, you didn't do it on your own. You've got another 10 people around you that's helped you. You know, at the minute, Man United, if they keep playing the way they're playing, they're going to catch Villa and go into third. I'd take that all day. Third place. Oh, fucking yeah. Go on out of that, you big bowser, you. Shout out to all the bowsies living in houses. And thanks for coming in, Mr. Unknown. Thanks for coming in, Andrew. Thanks for coming in, Pablo, Ralph, Matty. I'm going to have to go through this just in case. Mr. Unknown. Hang on a minute. Mr. Matthew Wright. Yeah, I knew there was someone I missed. Mr. Jeff and anyone else who I missed. Have a good day and I'll see you all later. Be away.